What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I'm trying to film here.
I'm sick and tired of you always working. How about you just pack your bags and go?
You know what? I've already got my bags packed. Let's get out of here. I'm so sick and tired of this stuff. She doesn't know what she's about to lose. Got my bags packed right here. Just gotta take it to the dumpster real quick. Gotta go do that. It's a far walk. It's all the way over there. Come with me, y'all. All right, another day in the life of an RVer. A new RVer, of course. We're in like our 8th month or something like that. It's been an absolute phenomenal journey. Absolutely love it. Wouldn't go back, at least not yet. Whew, this is a big hill. But there are its ups and downs, haha, with the joke about the hill just a second ago. But there are a lot of things I need to fix on the RV, or at least check or maintain. And after coming to this park that we're at right now, which is absolutely beautiful, I love this park, aesthetically wise. It is gorgeous, but it does have a lot of crazy hills. And we were warned, well, the way the honey kept making it sound was that there was a lot of rocks. I don't care about rocks. We've been to parks with rocks. Wow, all these trash cans are full. But the problem with this camp is that there's a lot of hills and there's a lot of unevenness to the actual sites themselves, and it is wild, absolutely wild, how you can have like hills like this. So like, I don't know if that just explained it with this hand motion, but what happens is your tire will dip down, so of course the RV dips down, and then there's another hill immediately, so your stabilizers, which is the issue that we ran into, will hit the ground. So right now, what I'm gonna have to do after taking this trash out, I'm gonna have to go lift our stabilizers. Whew, here's something new I've never done, never thought I'd have to do. Hopefully I do it right. Check it out, I found Jackson out here playing with his friends. And look what we just found. This is a wildlife habitat area, certified box turtle and brown bat habitat. I don't know when there was a box turtle here, but there probably is no longer because of all the damage that's been done to this. The turtle would have just walked out, and I mean, I can't see the bats, but they may be here. That would be absolutely cool to see them, but I love the bird's nest there.
Oh my God.
What'd you find?
Flip it over.
All right, flip it over, kiddo.
Ew.
Oh yeah, there's tons of ants. There's ants all over, but they've been spraying for the ants, which is good.
There was
So this is such a beautiful park. What's your favorite part about this park so far?
all the nice kids that are here.
There are a lot of nice kids, right?
And all the beauty of it.
And the area is so close together that you guys are all right next to each other, which is pretty cool. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of beauty in here. I'd love to go explore this park out into the area over there. I think there's like a maintenance area over there. There's a lodge. You can see the top of it right there, which you guys have been playing in. What's in the lodge?
It's just like a game room.
It's a big game room. That's pretty cool. It's getting windy. I've got a lot of work to do. I've got to go work on the RV. All right, buddy. I love you. Stay safe, be good, make great decisions.
Okay.
All right, so I'm back at the RV. I'm going to show you a bit of the stuff that happened with our recent move coming into this spot and hitting the ground the way we did, and how it caused a little bit of damage. Caused a little bit of damage, a lot of bit of damage actually. So check this out. So this right here, this ground control 3.0, I'm going to actually take it off of the nuts and bolts there, and I'm going to lift it up. That way we shouldn't have to worry about it running aground ever again. But not only that, this is something new too. See these little driplets right here? If you open this up, this is our water heater, the other side of our water heater. If you've never seen the inside of a RV water heater, there you go. That's what it looks like. We definitely need to change our anode rod. Haven't changed it since we got it, but that definitely needs to be done. But check this out. Now we have a drip coming from right here, a slow drip. So I'm gonna have to maybe take this apart and see what's going on with this as well. Luckily enough though, with this being a 2020, we haven't had to worry about any frame damage. And this isn't anything serious. This is literally just like a piece of metal that keeps this black plastic from coming down. It just like helps secure it to this. So that snapped a long time ago. I think that's been snapped since we got it. But the newer Grand Designs have been having issues with frame damage, and I don't know what's going on over at Grand Design, but they're trying to deny it and hide it from what I've heard or read. But luckily enough for us, we don't have to worry about that. So thank goodness, because this thing took a huge shift when I was coming up onto those blocks that we set up, the orange blocks right there, you can see those ones right there, built like a little pyramid to help the truck climb over it. It slipped from under us and the whole RV shook, and I'm pretty sure it went sideways when it wasn't supposed to. So that could have caused a lot more damage. And if you guys watched one of the last videos that we put out, you saw that all of our stuff on the inside was twisted and turned. And now I am actually going to check the frame just in case. I've been told that I probably should clean this up a little bit and put some black cover up on that, which I can do. I've got a grinder, I can grind all that down. But yeah, I think the frame still looks pretty dang decent. This is built real tough, real strong. Grand Design Solitude, one of the best on the market. But of course, with all the issues they've been having with their framing, maybe not so much anymore. But this was built prior to all that. This was built prior to COVID, which if anybody knows anything about RVs, once COVID hit, they were really trying to crank these things out. So they maybe did, or maybe they didn't skimp out on a lot of stuff. But this one is built real tough, real strong, built to last. Everything still looks good on it. Ooh, that looks a little bit bent right there. Oh no. I'm gonna guess this shaft looks like it has a bit of a bump right there. I don't know if it's supposed to look like that. That's no good. Well, they both do. Maybe they were supposed to have that, but everything still looks good for the most part. Thank goodness. This is the other side of the middle stabilizers, and you can see how low it is already. That is only about 6 or so inches off the ground, and I think that's way too low. I've always thought it was way too low. So today is finally going to be the day that I lift them up, and as you can see on this side, you get a better look. All I have to do is remove these 6 bolts. Actually, I think this one only has 5 because you can't reach the one that's up there. I'm just going to move the whole thing up and just put the bolts right back in. Maybe I'm going to raise it maybe 2 or 3 holes just to give it enough of a clearance so I don't have to worry about running aground anymore, and I don't want to raise it too high, because if I raise it too high then the stabilizers won't be able to come down all the way to help stabilize it, or I'll have to just use blocks like over there all the time, which I like not having to use those, especially on concrete or cement or solid ground. I only like using those on like sand or dirt where I'm going to sink. Alright, so before I get started, I had to grab a few things, including my ratchet bit set. Hopefully the size that I need is going to be in there. I've got my impact drill with the ratchet bit attachment. Got some WD-40 just in case these nuts are a little tight. I've got an adjustable wrench to hold the other side, and I've got some plastic to put on the floor to keep me from getting this, it's like red sand, dirt stuff. It stains pretty easily, as you can see, so I don't want that all over me. I'm gonna have to wash my hands now. Dang it. Another piece of equipment that I have is this tripod that the honey got me. She used to have one, and she ended up leaving it on one of the buses at Disney Springs, so she went ahead and got 2. She had some gift cards, so we got 2 of these for like $5, which is absolutely amazing. So she got me one, and it is a tripod. It extends super duper far. I think she has it somewhere on her TikTok or Instagram. If you are interested, go check it out. This thing is amazing, and I'm going to use it as a tripod right now to film this whole thing. Alright, so there we go. I got it in tripod mode, and to get under here to make it easier for me, I actually have to move this inside. Hopefully nobody comes out of that door real quick. They probably will. Of course they will. Alright, I'm just going to set this up like that, somewhere like that, just so it can watch me. But I want to make it clear that I'm not messing with any of the electronics that are part of this, or the hydraulics. All I'm doing is literally just taking this whole thing and moving it up. Hopefully it's not like 1,000 pounds. I'm going to struggle to get it back on there all by myself, because that would be awful. But of course we do have a wonderful neighbor, so if I start screaming for help, I'm sure somebody will come running. And I'm pretty sure there isn't another one. So you can see there's 1, 2, 3 on this side, and then there's 1, 2 that are accessible. I don't think there's a third one. Let's see, you guys tell me. Is there a third one up there? Oh Lord, if there is, I'm in big trouble. I don't think there is. But hopefully this will be real easy. These don't look super duper rusted, and as you can see, it's literally just a bolt and a nut. So you just got to break that nut and lift those up. Alright, so I had to go and get my 90-degree ratchet set ratchet piece, because of the way this is angled. I'm not going to be able to get in there. And I am going to actually use the short one of this. It is 3/4. Uh-oh, just ran into an issue. The reason it was where it was because it can't go any higher. There's actually something right here that's blocking it. That's not good. And this thing is kind of heavy. Oh. Uh-oh. That's not good at all. Dang. All right. Huh. Well, that's not good. And I couldn't put it all the way down on the ground. This thing is probably maybe 50, 60 pounds. It's my best guess at this moment from this angle, but it is foamed into, the electrical is foamed into the base here. So if I put it all the way down on the ground, it's going to rip all that electrical out, or at least the foam. So I can't do that. But I can leave it right here. It's going to hang. I think. Actually, I don't want to do that. Let me put another. I think I actually lowered it. Instead of raising it, I lowered it. That's no good. Alright, so as hard as it was, I was able to move it up one. But I just ran into another issue, which is to get to this nut, I have to go from the top because this is way too far. But I was able to do it. Hopefully it'll stay on. So I was able to raise it up one screw hole. Hopefully that makes a difference when it comes to campsites like this where I'm going to run aground. Hopefully it'll just keep me off. I'd say each one is maybe half an inch. So hopefully that makes a big difference for us. The mower guys just came through here. Yeah, did a good job. Blew me in the face a little bit, but it's all right. Anyways, this side, getting around to it. This is the side that's been crooked since I'm pretty sure we bought it. I don't know if I did that or if it was like that. I really don't remember. But I do remember it rubbing up against a sidewalk at one point, raised area. But what I'm thinking is, you can see at the top, hopefully you guys can see it, it does push away right there. I do need to bend it back. I've always wanted to. I hate that it's crooked. It's always bothered me. But I'm not sure I'll be able to do it because if I do take it off, I'm not going to be able to just let it drop, which is what I was hoping to do. And then, you know, bang on it with a hammer until it's straight. You know, a hammer and a block, make it look nice. But I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Wow, that is really messed up. Let's see if I can get you guys a better look. If I can weasel you guys in there, you can see how far it pushes off. It's supposed to be flush. Those two pieces of metal are supposed to be flush against each other. And you can see just how much it pushes away at the bottom here. But this one should just be as easy as the other one. There's nothing really blocking this one. I do want to keep them somewhat even. It's not a big deal if they're not, because the auto stabilization that's on this thing, it is equipped with an auto stabilizer, which I always use, an auto level. It'll put it down as far as it needs to go. So even if the two sides are not even, this one will compensate by dropping down a little bit more, and the other side will probably compensate by lifting up a little bit more, and that way they'll even themselves out. So it's not a big deal. So I'm going to get to this one and see if I could hopefully straighten it out. Alright, we've run into an immediate issue because of how it's crooked. The nuts are not wanting to let go. So uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I think I'm going to try some of that WD-40, but I don't think that's going to be enough to do it. I'm assuming that the metal is bent on both sides, and that's going to be preventing it from coming off. Give it just a little squirty squirt. I have to squirt myself in the eyes. Let's give it one more go. See if that don't crack it. Nope. If I keep doing that, I might fry my impact driver, so I definitely don't want to keep doing that. So back to the drawing board on this one. Alright, I actually don't know what the heck was going on, because I literally just put this on it real easily and it just popped real quick. Didn't even put any force or anything on it. I don't know what the heck was going on. I definitely double checked my impact driver, and I definitely have it at lefty loosey. I know you guys probably can't tell, I don't know, maybe you can, but that's definitely lefty-loosey. When the notch is on this side to the right-hand side, it's loosening. When it's to the left-hand side, which now it's on the other side, it should be tightening. So I don't know what the heck happened there. Let's see if the other one will be just as easy. Oh, yes it is. I don't understand. I'll take it though, but I don't understand. Alright, I think it has something to do with my drill bit. It's not wanting to rotate. Something's going on with it. I think it's actually the 90 that's messing it up. Try it without it. I can't get to those upper two without it. We'll see. Maybe it's so tight that it doesn't want to, but I feel like it's loose enough. Yeah, wow. I don't know what the heck's going on. Why won't the impact driver do it? But I can easily do it with just a hand crank. Alright, so I went and got some things to lift it up. The genius idea hit me so that it doesn't fall and I don't have to keep all of my strength trying to hold it up. This way I have some assistance, so hopefully this will help with not ripping it out of the foam there. Alright, so I got it off. Here's a look at the underside. Look at how crooked this is. My goodness. I was thinking about taking a hammer to the back of this, but I'm nervous with how structurally sound this is. I might not be able to do it, and I don't want to wiggle the RV out of place. We are on a pretty deep hill, and I'm nervous that it might slide. I do have chocks behind both tires, but you never know. You never know. And this thing on its own is horrifically crooked as well, so even if I do get this straight, this is still going to be crooked. I've got it sitting on the blocks to help keep it up. But, oof, this is one heck of a job. Alright, here's my progress so far. I was able to get all the screws back, and I haven't tightened them yet. But I wanted to show that I did put the additional orange block on here, and it's still got some room. So I lifted it a lot compared to that one over there. And it's even looking a little bit more straight. It's still crooked, as you can see. But I'm hoping that when I tighten the nuts and the screws, that it may pull it back into place. I did try taking a hammer to it and hitting this back part right here. Didn't even budge an inch or a millimeter, nothing. Got no wiggle room whatsoever. So I'm gonna get these tightened up and hopefully that'll correct some of the issue there. All right, check this out. So I got the bottom two attached and it definitely made it a lot more straight, but just had a catastrophe happen. Check this out. The torque was too much and it broke the ratchet bit clean off, stripped it. And that's why you don't want to overdo things or let it just keep vibrating the way it was. As this metal, it's metal, but you can see that it's not the strongest. I do have several other bits, but now I gotta get this one out, which shouldn't be too hard. Probably just gotta pop. Yeah, just pop that right out. This was rusted anyways. I do have another one. Hopefully it's better, lasts a little bit longer. Alright, so I got my DeWalt ratchet bit connector on. Hopefully it'll last a little bit longer. Hopefully it'll last a little bit longer than my Ryobi one. Alright, I just got all the nuts and screws tightened, and as you can see, it is way straighter. You can't see with that thing in your way, but there you go, way straighter. Hopefully when we lower it here in a little bit, if it'll allow me, you'll see that it is perfectly straight, and I'll get that snap pad that busted off right back on. Alright, with that finally done, I think I'm done for today. The other issue with the hot water tank, I'm going to go to a hardware store later on today and deal with that. But that took me the better part of the afternoon and into the evening. I wasn't working the whole time. I had to go back and beg the honey to let me back in. Thank goodness she took me. I don't know what I would do. Go stay in the truck for a little bit, but that's no fun. So now we're gonna take a walk around this beautiful park, and I didn't know it even got more beautiful. It literally goes more into the woods. It's literally like you're walking a trail. Check this out. This is absolutely stunning. I love this. And supposedly if we keep following this trail, it'll maybe lead us to a lake or so. So here's hoping for that. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting that coming down here. We didn't read anything about the lake, but this is absolutely gorgeous and it's humongous. Oh wow, Evelyn's tearing apart logs over there. Finding all kinds of grubs. Be careful, kiddo, I see all kinds of bugs in there. Watch out. Wow, there's a little bit of a beach, a huge lake. Do you have any idea what lake this is?
No, actually I do not, because I had no idea.
Wow, and I always read the paperwork when we come into a new camp, but I do not remember reading anything about this. Oh wow, there's even a nicer area than this, but that's probably somebody's house over there. A really nice path coming down here. Not that this path is any bad. Oh look, there's some free shoes over here. Actually, that's not a good sign. Those are kids' shoes too. Oh, I hope nobody's missing. This is too cool. Wow. How amazing. All right, so that's going to be it for this amazing episode. I'm so glad I got that work done. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Just me getting that done deserves a thumbs up. Plus, I could use a thumbs up from each of you as a prayer that while I'm driving down the road, none of those nuts and screws wiggle loose and that whole thing just comes crashing down, because I could see that happening too. So please, please, please help pray for me that that doesn't happen. Make sure you go down and subscribe down below. It's free and easy to do. Plus, if you turn on all notifications, which is the little bell right next to it, you'll get notified the instant we upload a new video every single time. You won't miss an episode, and it'll be great for both of us. Make sure you also check down in the description. There's our 3 different links for our Instagram, our Facebook, and our TikTok, where you'll find additional content. Plus, down there as well, you'll find our Amazon links of all the different types of products that we use. So make sure you check that out if you are interested in the RV lifestyle. Thank you so much for watching. We love you all, and remember, life's a lot more fun when you're taking a risk.